Funny, if you would have asked me this 10 years ago, I would not have been able to foresee the brand value of privacy in the
Yeah.
technology marketplace, right? Like privacy has just accelerated exponentially in terms of its overall brand value, which is surprising. And it's really created this intersection between the definition of privacy by design, which I'm glad you really brought up, and the notion of both brand safety and brand advocacy as well. So let me start by talking a little bit about privacy by design. Privacy by design, or in some cases, it's also conflated a little bit with zero trust, is this notion that when you engineer anything, if you engineer a software product, if you engineer a social media platform, if you engineer anything from the ground up, you can build with privacy in mind, trust and safety and integrity. And some of the most successful brands really start with a privacy by design approach. And so that means being proactive about identifying places where data integrity must be maintained, being incredibly transparent about the principles that guide your product decisions, or being incredibly transparent about data protection or data value or things that you're doing with customer data. Or it's as simple as, adhering to GDPR regulations, and we can get into that as well, where you're giving your customer the opportunity to have more control over how their data is used. And if you start at the very beginning of the product development lifecycle or the software development lifecycle with privacy in mind, then you are executing on the principles of privacy by design. And so then we get to this question of, ultimately how that impacts brand advocacy. And I would say that the most successful brands that have their customer in mind and really consider customer experience and make that a part of their brand should amplify the story of how they engineer with privacy by design. So it's always very interesting to me how product management and product development can intersect with brand and brand experience. And user experience in the product is one way, and engineering for privacy now is another way, and it's just become very popular over time.